18. I know how to do math. Digging that. Hey guys, so today's video is going to be a comparison of two palettes that are kind of recent in the e.l.f. world, in the drugstore world. I'm really trying to get into drugstore makeup a lot more on my channel because I haven't really done that in the past. Drugstore has definitely upped their quality for the price. It's amazing. I am so excited to try these out. You have no idea. And they've been sitting here for like 2 weeks and I'm like, I just need to create a look already. But this is the E.L.F J.Kissa palette, in case I didn't mention that. I don't think I did. And then the E.L.F Retro Paradise palette. I didn't want to do individual reviews on them. I was going to save them for a first impression, but then I was going to be like, which one do I use? Like, I don't know which one to use. I'm just going to do one eye with the E.L.F Retro Paradise and the other eye with the E.L.F J.Kissa palette, and I'm so excited to try these out. But yeah, before I get into this video, I'd love for you to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you can be notified every single time I upload a new video. I upload every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern time, except for today, and I'm gonna tell you why right now. Really quick story time. So I was gonna film this video on Saturday. My husband went out and I was like, it's perfect time to film, because honestly when he's home it's so hard to film with him here, and he's home like almost all the time now because he's working from home. So I was like, okay, cool, I'm gonna film. And I was like, let me curl my hair because I haven't done that in a while. And honestly, like, I'm still used to, I just bought the T3, no, not just, I bought it like months ago. It's the T3, what is it? The Twirl or the Whirl? The one that has the clamps. I forget which one it is. Okay, this is kind of how it turned out, right? I was doing the last strand of hair and I accidentally grabbed the barrel instead of the handle, and now my fingers are blistering. And after that happened, I was like, I don't feel like doing this anymore. I'm done for today. So I just put all my stuff away and I was like, I'm not filming today. So this video is gonna be up a little later. Anyway, I'd also love for you to head over to my Instagram and follow me there. Show me some love there. I post every weekday over there and more creative content, things like that. I'm doing a fruit series right now. I have to do a strawberry look after this. It's gonna be so much fun. But yeah, let's get into this video. So we're gonna start off with the Retro Paradise palette. This is a $14 palette and it comes with, let me count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 18. I know how to do math, right? 6 times 3 is 18. Yeah, it's been a while. Wow. So yeah, we've got 18 shades here, and you've got your more neutral shades. You've got some pops of color, and I just love that you can create a whole bunch of looks with this palette. The packaging is kind of plastic, but it is okay. It is a $14 palette, and what more can you ask for? I'm really excited to test out the formula of these e.l.f. shadows. The last e.l.f. eyeshadow palette I had was like a, I don't know, it came in like a metal, I feel like I still have it, but I feel like it was mostly matte shadows and it was just so chalky and like not that great quality. And I've heard that e.l.f. eyeshadows have improved since then, so I'm really excited to try these out. But this is the Jkissa packaging. It comes in a cardboard, which the Retro Paradise does not, but then you get a little bit like better packaging on this one. This one retails for $20, but what I love about this one is that you have the colors of the rainbow, like literally every color you can think of in the rainbow. So I'm definitely gonna do a rainbow look today with this palette. I don't know the route that I want to go with this one. I don't know if I should do like a more neutral everyday with a pop of color kind of situation. I might do that. By the way, I'm going to link everything I'm wearing on my face down below, as well as my jewelry, because I've been getting a lot of questions on my jewelry lately. I'll just link everything I have except for, oh my, what is this? Except for my bracelet, because I'm pretty sure that it is handmade and it's not like you can just go on a website and buy it, unfortunately. I just know that I'm gonna mess up my shirt. I don't know why I decided to wear a white shirt in this video. But anyway, I think I'm going to go ahead and do some swatches of the e.l.f. Retro Paradise palette first, and then I'll do the Jkissa. I'm not the best at swatches, don't at me, it's just the way it is, okay? I'm just gonna swatch them on this part of my arm. Let me take off my watch. I just wanna see how they swatch and just kind of get like an eye for what I'm gonna do like on my eye look, you know what I mean? Okay, here are the swatches. I ran out of room. I told you I'm not the best swatcher ever, but like you saw my face. I was so impressed with like this shade right here and this shade right here. Those are like super metallic shades. I wonder if it tells you what the formulas are. So directions, high shine metallics and ultra pigmented mattes and bright and neutral shades allow you to create your own tropical fantasy. That's what it says on there. The only one I was like slightly disappointed in, but it could be just that my skin tone is so light and I can't really see like the color, is this one. I thought it would be this kind of formula. This is super pretty too. It has like a beautiful shift. Like I am obsessed with this one. I think I might use this one today. So I think I am gonna go for a neutral kind of look today, maybe with a pop of color on the lower lash line. We'll see, because I don't know what color I would use. I really like the green and the purple, and I just love all the pops of color. I love color, as you can see. I was confused at this shade because in the palette it looks completely blue, like a blue metallic shade. Let me show you so you guys can see what I'm talking about. I don't know if you guys are like on camera, if it's gonna pick up. It has like that duochrome, I guess. Oh my gosh, it's so stunning. It's like a blue purple shift. Guys, I'm obsessed. I am impressed with the quality of these swatches. Like now obviously we have to see how they swatch, not how they swatch, how they perform on the eyes, because that's like the most important part, right? I'm gonna swatch the Jkissa palette now. Okay, so I don't know if I mentioned this, but the Jkissa palette also has 18 shades. The only one I was really disappointed in was that last one. I swatched it like 3 times and it's not as metallic as I would like for it to be. This one kind of looks like a topper as well, not so much like a metallic shade. Let me see if it says it on the back as well. It does not. It doesn't say anything like the Retro Paradise says, like their metallics and stuff. And another thing that I kind of wish is that the orange and the reds would be a little different. If you see here, like these are just slightly darker than the top row. So I just wish that they were a little bit darker, kind of like the rest of them. Like these are significantly different. I feel like you could use these glitter shades on the bottom, the metallics or whatever, as toppers as well. Like you can go in with this one on the lid and then spice it up with this one over top of that, or do like a nice little halo eye. I just want to do like a complete rainbow look today. These eyeshadows are like such good quality for the price. It's insane how affordable E.L.F is for the quality. I also think the sticker idea is super cute. It definitely is geared more towards like, you know, teenagers and stuff like that. I don't know that I would go ahead and decorate this. Maybe I will, just for fun. So I'm gonna start with the Retro Paradise side. I'm gonna try to do like an everyday look. We'll see how it goes. This is the Morphe M456 brush. It is stained. I just spot cleaned it, I promise. But I'm gonna go ahead and take the shade Sandy Bum. That's a funny name. And that's gonna be my transition shade for today. I'm gonna use the Retro Paradise palette on this eye. Oh, my eyelids are already primed in case you didn't notice, but I'm just like gonna run this through again because I get that creasing hooded eye problems, you know. There is a lot of kickback on this shade, so let's see if there's a lot of fallout. I did do my foundation first, which I never do. I'm just gonna lightly, whoa, that's pigmented. Oh my gosh, it's so pigmented. It's a lot darker than I thought it would be too. I'm gonna have to take my time blending this out. All right, now I'm gonna go in with this shade right here. It's called Cacao. I guess that's how you pronounce it. I never know how to pronounce that word. This is a Time LA brush, by the way. This is such a good brush. This is a 206 brush. I really like this for packing on like color. I'm gonna just deepen the crease a little bit. Oh my gosh, these are a lot more dark than they look in the pan for some reason. Although, I mean, this is like a dark brown, but I don't know, they're really pigmented. So taking a light hand is best, and then, you know, kind of diffusing it with the brush. The two blends it out together so nicely. I am really loving this. It's a little more cool tone than I wanted, but you know, whatever, it's okay. We're just gonna roll with it. All right, I'm gonna wet a brush before I take in the shimmer shade, or the metallic is what they call it. I'm gonna take the shade Paraiso, which is the one that I was so like in awe with. It has that duochrome. It's like a red, gold, green somehow shift. Oh my gosh, I love it. I just think that this one might be better to take with your finger. Usually I take shimmer shades with my finger, and I know it's annoying for a lot of people, but it just, you get better payoff like that. Although this isn't bad whatsoever, I think I'm still gonna take my finger. Yeah, you get better payoff. Oh my gosh, it's stunning. Do you guys see that shift? I don't know if you're gonna, it's so pretty. I wonder if it would do a little bit better if I had a glitter glue on, because it is going into the crease a little bit, like, and I didn't put it there. I mean, it's just me looking up. I would probably wear this to a wedding. This is so pretty, this shade right here. I think it's my favorite shade out of the whole palette, which is saying a lot, because if you know me, you know I like color. This is insane. I love this. All right, I'm gonna take more of that dark shade, and I'm just gonna blend it toward the lid shade and just make sure they're nice and blended together. This is absolutely stunning. I am obsessed. All right, for the inner corner, I think I'm gonna take the Sip Sip in the inner corner just because I want that pop of color. Ooh, I love it. I love it. This shade is super pretty. It would probably be super stunning on the lid as well, but I just wanted like some pop of color, you know? And I am gonna take that other blue on the lower lash line with a really light hand to see if I can make it like not as pigmented as when I swatch it, because otherwise it's gonna look too dark and, you know, ruin the vibe. No, it definitely looks like a pop of color, which is good. I was just like worried it would like kind of look like a brown, like a really dark brown or something, or even a black. Does it look like a black? You know what? I might go over it with the shade right next to it, even though it comes off more as a purple. I don't care. All right, let's do that. The shade right next to it, which is the one that has like a duochrome purple blue shift. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. I'm kind of upset. Maybe I should have gone with the light purple. I don't know. It's never too late to try to fix your mistakes. Let's see. Maybe the two will blend nicely together. The like lavender shade, it definitely lightened it up a bit, which is what I wanted. I didn't want it to look so dark because then it can get confused for like a black. But I really like the way this turned out. I like doing that pop of color either in the inner corner or on the lower lash line. And I think it turned out really nice. I'm going to take a little bit of sea salt and I'm going to put that over the Sip Sip in the inner corner and just make it a little lighter. This is the shade I was originally going to take in the inner corner. I was like, I don't know, I just want that pop. I'm kind of digging this. Okay, I think I fixed my mistake, which is all that matters, right? All right, moving on to the colorful side. I'm so excited because colorful is my jam. As you know, rainbows are like my jam. I'm gonna start with this green and I'm scared because it looks really dark for the vibe I'm going for today. You know what, I might mix the two at first, but I am gonna blend the lighter shade anyway, but I think I'm just gonna mix the two and make my own like little concoction of a green. So that's gonna go in my inner part of my crease. Okay, that's not that bad. Oh, there's a lot of fallout with this though. So I like to press down the shadow first and then I'll blend out with a fluffy blending brush right after. All right, I'm gonna take this Morphe, hopefully I spot cleaned it, Morphe M506 brush and take the lighter green, just the lighter green, and just blend out the edges of this one. I might come back and blend this a little bit more later. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and take Tatcha, which is a dark blue, and I'm gonna put that right next to the green in the middle part of my crease. I'm really loving the formula. It is very comparable, and I work with a lot of colorful eyeshadows. Like, I have a lot of colorful eyeshadow palettes. Jeffree Star, Morphe, Be Perfect Cosmetics. These are comparing to that, and this is a fraction of the price. Like, this is insane. I'm obsessed. Now I'm gonna take Cannoli, and this is like the bright blue, and I'm gonna take that over top the blue that I just did. Obviously these are blending out a little bit more easily than the greens. Actually, I did have to spend more time blending out the greens, but I mean, it is kind of normal. Green is a very difficult shade to formulate, I've heard, just like red, so I'm not gonna be using the matte red. Very, very impressed so far. I just started sweating. I don't know why I got so hot. Now I'm gonna take the shade Pretty Girl, and this is the dark purple, and that's gonna go in the very outer corner and the rest of my crease. And yes, this brush is stained as well. So with the darker shades, I definitely like to pat them in rather than rub them, like blend them. It's just easier to build up the color like this. I'm obsessed though. All right, I'm gonna take the shade Sadie, which is the lighter purple. Obviously you get the drift. I just really like to spend my time blending though. Like, that is the #1 thing. Digging that. I'm gonna go ahead and cut my crease, but before I do, I like to go in with a makeup wipe or a Q-tip. I actually haven't gotten makeup wipes in such a long time. These were sent to me in a BoxyCharm, so we're just using them up. I actually don't like to use makeup wipes anymore. I think they're bad for the environment. Q-tips aren't great either, but like, honestly, I need to have them on hand. I need to have makeup wipes on hand generally too, especially if I have clients. So all right, I'm gonna cut my crease with a mix of these two. These are my favorite. This is the P. Louise base in the shade Rumor 0.5, and I like to take the Tarte Shape Tape as well, which is literally my favorite concealer of all time. I feel like the mix of these two gives the best cut crease ever. All right, I'm gonna take the Anastasia Beverly Hills. I think this is the number 12 brush, 16, 20. I don't know why they're all coming to mind, all those numbers, but it rubbed off, so I can't even tell you. But this is the best cut crease brush like ever. Honestly, if you're looking for a cut crease brush, look no further. People ask me all the time how I get a perfect cut crease and how I do it so quickly, and it's because of that brush. Honestly, like, you need that brush in your life, trust me. I'm gonna go ahead and take the shade Firefly, which is the golden shade. I wish it was a little bit more yellow and not so gold. Let's see how it performs alone. Yeah, I need setting spray, or I need to even use my finger, to be honest. Let's try it with setting spray first. Oh, that actually helped a lot. that actually worked really, really well with the setting spray. I already sprayed this brush with some setting spray. I'm gonna take Suki, and that's the orange shade, which is so stunning, by the way. I think this might be my favorite shade in the palette. I'm also like obsessed with orange lately. I don't know why. Don't disappoint me, please. I feel like I need to take my finger. The thing about this shade though is that it's lighter than Firefly, so maybe that's why it's like I'm having a hard time making it like as opaque as Firefly, but I think it's just that it's lighter. All right, I dig that. And the last shade obviously is Strawberry, which is the metallic red. Ooh, that is stunning. It's a lot darker than I thought it would be. Wow. Definitely Suki is not as pigmented as the other two, which sucks because it was my favorite shade. I just love orange. Probably should use your finger. It's just hard to use my finger like in that particular area. All right, let me fix this outer corner now. I'm gonna take a little bit more of that dark purple shade and just blend it into the metallic red. Definitely a lot of fallout with that particular shade too. The dark green and the dark purple have the most fallout. I'm gonna put whatever's left on this brush of the gold in the inner corner. I'm gonna take the same shades I took in the crease on the lower lash line real quick. What the heck is that sound? Oh my god. Love how like on days where I'm not filming, no sound. Everything's quiet. And the day that I want to film, everything goes to shit. Just gotta wipe away some of the fallout now. I am really kind of digging this. Wow. For lips, I'm gonna take the Bodyography Pouty Lip Pencil. I'm dying to get my lips redone. We'll see when I can do that though. And I'm just gonna take the Fenty Gloss Bomb in the shade Fenty Glow over top, just like a nice little gloss. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put on lashes off camera and I'll be right back. All right, so this is the look completed with lashes and everything. I'm actually really digging the way that this turned out, like each side. The only thing I would do different on the Jkissa side, the To The Rescue palette, I keep calling it the Jkissa, to the Rescue palette, right? I would probably go in with the lightest shades of these three and then put these as toppers just to make it more metallic, just to make it more pigmented too. Like it just doesn't seem like a lot of pigment. Like the crease is like way too dark in comparison to the lid shade. I feel like these would look better probably as toppers, as eyeshadow toppers. If you want my opinion between the two of these, like which one I prefer, honestly it really just depends on what you like. Like do you like more color or would you want more versatility? In my personal opinion, I would choose the Retro Paradise palette over this palette, the Jkissa palette. I mean, even though I do love rainbow, everyone that knows me knows I love rainbow. I've done like so many rainbow looks on Instagram, it's ridiculous at this point. I just think that I like the formula of the shimmers in this palette, like the metallics in this palette, a lot more, and I feel like you could just get a lot more use out of this palette. Like there's so many options. You have your neutrals, you could do a neutral with a pop of color like I did, you could do a full colorful look, or you could just do a full neutral look. Like there's so many options in here, whereas you're kind of limited in this one. And yeah, you could do like an everyday look, but you don't have like a deep dark brown to deepen out the crease, like that kind of thing. You could probably still pull off like a really nice neutral look as well, like with the oranges and reds and this gold right here. And you could also do a pop of color if you wanted, but this is like solely rainbow and I'm definitely gonna get a lot of use out of this. I really thought that this one was gonna be my absolute favorite thing in the world. I think I like the Retro Paradise more and I'm surprised at myself. I actually did get a few more things from this collection, but I'm gonna wait to test them out in a testing new makeup video. I want to haul them too. Let me know what you guys think about these looks. Which one is your favorite? Which palette would you get? Have you gotten these palettes? Let me know all the deets. I'm absolutely astounded by the quality of these shadows though. Compared to the last time I tried an E.L.F eyeshadow palette, it is insane. Their quality for the price, like $14 for this palette. Hello, sign me up, give me 10,000 of these. I definitely want to try the E.L.F bite-size palettes, and they just came out with the cheek palettes as well. I'm like, E.L.F is like seriously stepping up the game. It's seriously becoming one of my most favorite drugstore brands. But yeah, that's it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. It helps me out so much. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Because and like the last E.L.F eyeshadow I had, like, but anyway, I decided, if that makes any sense, I don't know. That's life, right? I don't think this is open yet. I'm gonna do the E.L.F. I'm gonna do the Retro Paradise side on this